Self-doubt can be a crippling emotion that prevents us from achieving our goals and living our best life. We all have moments of self-doubt, but when it becomes persistent and overwhelming, it can lead to feelings of helplessness and depression. It's hard to break out of this cycle without the right tools. We'll show you how to conquer self-doubt and reclaim your life. You'll learn practical strategies for managing your thoughts, boosting your confidence, and taking back control over your life. Don't let self-doubt ruin another day. Watch now to get started on the path towards success. What is self-doubt? Self-doubt is an internal dialogue of negative thoughts and beliefs about oneself that can prevent a person from achieving their goals. It can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and even depression. Self-doubt often originates from childhood experiences or criticism from parents, peers, or teachers. Did a teacher tell you that you weren't good enough? Or maybe a parent compared you to other children? It can also be triggered by experiences of failure or rejection. How does it affect our lives? Self-doubt can have a major impact on our lives and cause us to miss out on opportunities. It can lead to fear of failure, avoidance of challenges, and even depression when it becomes chronic. People who suffer from self-doubt may find it difficult to take risks, be creative, or try new things. They may shy away from speaking up in meetings or even engaging with people at all. The cycle of self-doubt. The cycle of self-doubt is a vicious one that can prevent us from achieving our goals and living our best life. It begins with negative thoughts and beliefs about oneself, such as feeling inadequate, feeling undeserving, or being critical of oneself. These lead to further thoughts that further feed the cycle, such as expecting to fail or believing that you are not good enough. These thoughts lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and low self-esteem, which can further prevent a person from taking risks or participating in activities. The cycle of self-doubt is a complex and difficult one to break out of. When left unchecked, the cycle can lead to avoidance of challenges and even depression. Breaking the cycle. Breaking the cycle of self-doubt is possible, but it requires dedication and hard work. The process involves identifying and challenging the underlying negative beliefs and thoughts that lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. It also involves developing positive coping strategies to counter the negative thoughts and building resilience in order to manage stress and anxiety. 1. Developing realistic expectations. One way to break out of the cycle is to develop realistic expectations and goals for yourself. Instead of expecting perfection or setting unrealistic goals, focus on being kinder and more mindful with your thoughts. Create achievable goals for yourself and focus on the process rather than the outcome. When developing realistic expectations, it is important to think about what is achievable and attainable for you. Instead of expecting perfection or setting unrealistic goals, focus on being kinder and more mindful with your thoughts. It can be helpful to take a step back and assess the situation objectively. Ask yourself what a reasonable expectation would be for this task or project. Break down your goal into smaller, achievable steps that are specific, measurable, and have a timeline attached to it. Setting realistic expectations helps reduce feelings of stress and anxiety by providing a clear path forward. 2. Focus on process rather than outcome. It is also useful to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Rather than fixating on the outcome, it is important to focus on the process and enjoy the journey. Taking an active interest in the journey can help you to appreciate the small successes that often occur along the way. It also helps to create a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, which can boost your confidence in your abilities. Additionally, focusing on the process rather than the outcome helps to reduce feelings of self-doubt. Remember that it is okay to make mistakes, and learning from them can be incredibly valuable. Embrace failure and don't be afraid to take risks. These are essential ingredients for success. Acknowledge when you have achieved something, no matter how small it may seem, even if it's just taking one step closer towards your goal. 3. Practicing self-compassion. Self-compassion involves learning to be understanding, kind, and forgiving towards yourself. It requires being aware of your feelings and allowing yourself to have difficult emotions without judging or punishing yourself for them. This means refraining from placing excessively high expectations on yourself and embracing mistakes as part of the process of growth. Practicing self-compassion can help lessen feelings of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem caused by negative self-talk. It is also important to acknowledge what you've achieved instead of only focusing on what went wrong. Take time to celebrate small successes and recognize the effort you put into achieving goals. This encourages motivation and a sense of accomplishment, which can lead to increased confidence levels over time. 4. Changing negative thoughts into positive ones. Another strategy is to challenge your negative thoughts by changing them into positive ones. For example, if you have a thought that says "I'm not good enough," replace it with something like "I am capable and I can learn new things." Reframe your internal dialogue in terms of acceptance towards yourself instead of criticism. For instance, replacing "I made a mistake" with "Everyone makes mistakes sometimes," or "I can't do this" with "This is something I can learn from." This will not only help you gain more confidence in your abilities, but also help prevent rumination over past mistakes or anxieties about future outcomes. This will also help to shift your mindset and create more positive outcomes in your life. 5. Practice personal resilience. Personal resilience refers to developing the ability to manage stress and difficult situations effectively. Personal resilience involves developing a wide range of skills and strategies to deal with stressful situations. These may include setting goals that are realistic, learning effective problem-solving techniques, maintaining a positive attitude, building support networks, and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and mindfulness. Practicing personal resilience involves challenging oneself with tasks that require effort and commitment but are ultimately within reach. This will give you a sense of achievement, which will further increase your confidence levels over time. It also involves learning to accept failure as part of learning rather than an indication of lack ability. This way we are able to focus on our successes rather than our failures and use them as tools for growth instead. How do I know I have broken out of the self-doubt cycle? When you have broken out of the cycle of self-doubt, you will be able to take risks and make decisions with confidence. You will be able to trust your own judgment, rather than second-guessing yourself or constantly looking for reassurance from others. Additionally, you will begin to believe in your abilities and recognize your strengths. Self-doubt can be a major obstacle in achieving our goals and living our best lives. It is important to recognize the cycle of self-doubt and equip ourselves with strategies for managing it. Developing realistic expectations, practicing self-compassion, and replacing negative thoughts with positive ones are all effective strategies for overcoming self-doubt. You have the power to break out of the cycle of self-doubt and live a life that is full of potential and possibility. With dedication, resilience, and determination, you can take charge of your life and achieve your goals. Don't let self-doubt ruin your life. It's time to start loving yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all next time.